team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So West Virginia's offense will be first on the attack. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Red Raiders offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Looking for room. It's Dickey. Got enough for the first. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Douglas. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Red pass, it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Sets up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. To throw, it's Morton. Fires to the tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To pass. Pulls it in. It's Carter. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. The option look. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's White. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's White. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. The give on the option. Makes a man miss. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Those who say you can't go home again don't know Rich Rodriguez as he returns to Morgantown and hoping to take the Mountaineers to near ethereal realm.
Man, you think back to Pat White, Steve Slayton, Noel Devine, all those great players on offense. How much fun Rich Rod's offense was back in the day. I don't know if it's going to look like...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DB's not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
On the run, it's White. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Creates a little room. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Mountaineers will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
And the Mountaineers have taken it inside the 20. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Handoff from the gun. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a man, it's Morton. A little screen to the running back. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Dickey. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Punt is in the air. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Gallagher. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
2nd down coming up.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Gallagher. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
First down, West Virginia.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on 3rd. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, West Virginia. All that baby in and stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. And this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Dickey. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. He'll ride his man on the option. Turns it on in midfield. Quick step and go. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
They'll send out the kicker here. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineer. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that. Turning it on! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they can't make the connection.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Miller. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run, and these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Oh, he's got a chance. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Morton. Just a short pass to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. He splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. On target to the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The big play came, David. He saw that safety and just didn't believe he could get over the top in time.
Exactly right. You see the one safety in the middle of the field. You know the outside parts of the field are open. Run those goes, those streaks down the field on the outside. Let your playmaking receiver make that play for you.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half, and on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They'll run the option.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Gallagher. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Gallagher. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
The Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Rides the back and leaves it. Spins away from the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Gallagher. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to pass, it's Morton. Got his man quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got it behind the line. It's Douglas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dickey. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Catch in the middle, it's Dickey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Morton. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Virgil. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Looking downfield, it's Morton. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The play action fake. The short hands, it's Hudson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got it in the middle. It's Virgil. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's caught. It's Douglas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Virgil. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants to throw it again. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's White. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
Looking downfield on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
Well, we haven't seen this very much today. A quarterback missing on a pass. Of course, his offense is rolling right now. He's already thrown 2 TDs. He's in a very, very good rhythm. The defense needed a play like that to try to catch their breath and maybe gain some momentum.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On third down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Mountaineers will punt this one away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. The pull and throw off the RPO.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Morton. Flips it out in the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
At the 32-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Eakin. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Morton. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. Right back to the well. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
West Virginia, 23. Texas Tech, 20.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And man, what a big spot, a big field goal, and he just misses the opportunity to tie this football game. That was needed, fourth quarter. That was a big-time kick. That one might come back to bite him.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blight. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out, everybody being able to run to the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless breaks into the open. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
That makes the score. Texas Tech, 27. West Virginia, 23.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's White. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed in the backfield. It's White. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Barnes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
To the air on first down. There's the pressure. And the timing just a hair off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 30. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beaten. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Caught in the backfield, it's Sticky. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. It's Hudson.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Vaughn. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The short hands, it's Barnes. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
At the 37. Now, 4th down.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Virgil. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Morton. Using the quick game. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, and that's disappointing for the head coach because you drill these 2-minute, 4-minute type situations late in games. You got to have awareness and understand what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to bleed the clock, and you can't do that if you're running out of bounds.
And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Got it! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, the best goal line and red zone offenses are always the ones that can run the football. And here's an opportunity for this offense, down close to the goal line late, to see if they can punch one in and take a commanding lead.
This offense has converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. A 3rd time would put him in the end zone. To the air, it's Morton. Big guy smells it.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And the Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
1st down, West Virginia.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, no big surprise here in the fourth quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end this game right here.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gallagher. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Gotta find a completion on this one. Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
West Virginia. Today's final score. Texas Tech, 27. West Virginia, 23.